Hey, what's up and welcome to the channel. I'm Okeo Beats and I'm a music producer based in Copenhagen, Denmark. And in today's video, I want to talk about why I do not use samples on my type beat channel. And this might be a sensitive topic since a lot of producers uses samples in their type beats, but in this video I will explain why I do not do that. And it's also very important for me to clarify what I mean about samples. So when I'm talking about samples, I'm not talking about using royalty-free sounds from sites like Splice or Looperman, and I'm not talking about using loops sent by other producers. I love to collaborate with other producers, so I'm not talking about not using loops that are cleared from other producers. What I'm talking about is using samples from original songs, so songs that you do not own the copyrights to. And it's also very important for me to clear that some of my favorite songs are with samples, so it's not like I don't like songs with samples, it's just that I don't want to do that on my type beat channel. And I could sit here talking about why you should not do that, but I think it's easier for you to understand if I make up a fictional scenario. Let's say that we have this artist and his name is Curtis. He lives in the States, and Curtis, he has been having a rough time lately. He don't really feel creative, writer's block. We also know that ourselves as producers, that sometimes we cannot just make a beat even though that we want to. Curtis have been very uninspired for a long time, but one day he decides to go into YouTube and search up different type beats, and then boom, suddenly he finds one beat that he really likes. Right away he feels inspired, he starts freestyling to it, and within 5 minutes he actually starts to writing lyrics to the song. Then 2 hours later he have all the lyrics to the song, and he actually made everything. He feel like the song writes itself, and yeah, he really got the vibe with the beat that he found. So he just recorded on his phone into a memo, and then the next days he listened to it and he just likes it more and more. Sometimes the day after, we as producers, we don't like the song, the beat that we made, but he really likes it even more and more after he hears the days after that. So what he decides to do is Curtis decides to contact an engineer that he knows on Instagram. So he texts the engineer and they book a session for him and everything. And of course, Curtis, he pays for the engineer's time, and he also pays for the engineer to mix and master the song. So for the recording and the mixing and the mastering, he has to pay a fee, and it's not cheap. After he hears the song, when it's mastered and mixed and all this, he's very happy. So he decides that he actually wants to throw a music video. So once again, he goes to Instagram, find a guy that can help him, pays a fee, and he makes a really dope music video. And now it's time for Curtis to release the song. And Curtis, he knows that there's a lot of artists that just rip the beats straight off YouTube, but Curtis here, he's different. He's a good guy and he wants to do it the right way, and of course he wants to give the producer his credits. So Curtis go into the beat on YouTube and he finds the purchase link, it's right at the top. He goes into it and he look at the different leasing options, and he decides to go with the $50 options. That one gives him some good rights, and he's allowed to use it on Spotify, on YouTube, and all streaming platforms and all that he wants, and he can also make money off the song. So now he bought the beat, he made the music video, he got it mixed and mastered and everything, so he finds a date to release it. And of course he also wants to put some money into marketing because he wants the song to get promoted, so he also used money for that. So already now you see that Curtis, he also already spent a lot of time, energy and money into making this song on this beat that he found. And the song, it drops and everything goes very well. People are texting Curtis all the time telling him that this is a very nice song that he made, it's so fire. And Curtis, he's never seen numbers like this, and the song just starting going up and up and up and up. And then 1 month after that, the song is still doing good. And Curtis, he just wants to check his mails, and there it hits him. He just see this weird mail from his distributor with, in the topic, it says something like copyright takedown. So he goes into the mail, and then he finds out that they had to take his song down from all streaming platforms and even YouTube. And Curtis is very confused because he's did everything right. He recorded the song, he bought the beat, and he released it the right way. So he's very confused about this. this, and very sad about it, of course, because yeah, he really liked that song and he knows a lot of other people's do. So Curtis, he decides to reach out to the producers, asking him, hey producer, I used one of your beats in this song I made, and I just got this message about it got taken down because of copyright issues. Can you please help me? Some days after that, the producers, he responds back to Curtis, and Curtis, he look at his phone and he see the message, and the producer says, hey Curtis, thank you for using my beat. That's probably because the sample I used in the beat is not cleared, and that's it. And Curtis, he gets even more confused, because what do the producer mean about that the sample is not cleared? He made Curtis pay for it and everything, and it was out there that he could use it on Spotify, YouTube and all streaming platforms. So he don't get it, and he takes back to the producers, what do you mean about it's not cleared? I paid for it, I made this song to it, I recorded and all of this. And then the producer just say, yeah, I'm sorry, that's on your end, you are the artist and you're the one that's supposed to clear it. So Curtis been like, okay, this is messed up, but let me see what I can do. He finds out where the sample is come from, and it's in a classic song, not like in a classic song that everyone know, but it's a big song, and there's no way that Curtis is able to clear the song, because there's so much money in this, and you cannot just go ahead and clear samples like that if you're a normal person, cost you thousands of dollars. So it just ends like this. Curtis, he loses his song. The producers, he don't want to give Curtis his money back or anything, because it was the producer says that it was the artist was supposed to clear the sample himself. The artist already bought the beat. So what do you think about this story here? How would you feel if you were the artist? Do you think that you will come back to the producers and buy more beats after that? And do you think that the artist still will like to have his money back and feel that it's totally unfair? I know how I feel about this. I don't think that it's right. I think, in my opinion, if you are a producer, a type B producer, and you like to use samples in your beats, then I think that the only right way to do it, and I'm sorry if I'm stepping on someone here, and maybe I'm overreacting, I don't know, but I think the only right way to do it is make it very clear. Of course, in the title you can call it sample type beats, but that's not clear enough if you still have a purchase link. I think instead of the purchase link where it says purchase, you should write, if you want to use this beat, if you want to purchase a beat, reach out to me on Instagram or send me a mail or anything like that, because in that way the artist can contact you and you can explain to them that this is not a cleared samples, and then the artist can decide if they're willing to run that risk before buying the beat from you. Because if they already buy it from you and they was not informed clearly about this, they will get very pissed and in a sad situation, and I completely understand the artist. So you as a producer, you should always try to think like an artist, and that's also why I told this story here, so you can see how much work that actually goes into a song. Because most of these artists that buy beat from you, they are the same one coming back to buy more, and if you piss them off and you don't treat them right, then they will not come back and buy any beats from you. So you should really take it serious as a human being, of course, just being nice to another person, but also just as a good businessman, and if you want customers to come back to you. And I don't know if I'm just overreacting and if I'm missing something, but if you think I'm overreacting, or if you think I'm right, or if you have any opinion, please leave a comment and I will check it, of course, and see if I'm talking nonsense. But anyways, that was actually it for now. I think this is a very important topic, because I think we as producers own the artist to be as transparent as possible, because otherwise the artists they don't know, they don't even want to buy beats from us anymore, because they get in these kind of situations. So I think we all of us, we have a responsibility to be nice to the artists that we collaborate with, and the artists, they also have to be nice to us, of course, and don't just rip our beats. And if we don't want that, if they're ripping beat from us and being weird to us, then we should also be nice to them and not be weird to them, and tell them everything, be transparent and tell them how everything is supposed to be. But thank you very much for watching this video, and see you next time.